Good morning, welcome to another video. Today we're just going to take some photographs of some urban scenes. It's a nice morning. It rained a lot yesterday. I absolutely chucked it down, and it's still kind of a little bit damp this morning. I think there's going to be maybe some puddles around, which is always really good if you're taking some kind of urban images, lots of reflections, that sort of thing. And we're really going for some like gritty shots today, I think. Not your usual cityscapes. You know, I thought about doing that earlier on this morning, but just didn't really feel like doing that today. So yeah, welcome along. I'm going to drink some coffee, wake myself up a little bit, try and get into the zone, and yeah, I'll bring you back when we're walking out and about, and let's see what we can see today. So we're in Washington, Tyne and Wear today, and it was designed it's a new town, and the utopian idea was that everyone could walk from their small village into the town centre, and we're in the town centre at the moment. And part of that was that the road infrastructure and the paths were all thought about, and all of the pathways go either under or over the roads to make it safe for people to travel into the town centre, with some kind of major roads around the outside and running through the centre of Washington, just to help kind of industry deliver the goods and that sort of thing. But what it did lead to is a lot of walkways and interesting paths and kind of interesting architecture, and it's certainly a design for the time, not really one that we do nowadays. But yeah, so I'm just going to have a look around today, see what we can see, find some overgrown paths, find some interesting architecture. Yeah, it should be a good one. Well, I've already got to say that I'm excited about this. It's exactly what I was hoping to find today. Kind of these underpasses, I should say, leading into overgrown areas. Yeah, should make for some interesting shots. This high-rise building's sort of place. It's the old council building, I think. It's closed now. I didn't realise it had closed. Must have been closed for some time. It'd be interesting to get a look inside there. I'm not an urban explorer though. I don't fancy climbing through windows and getting cut on glass and things. hats off to the guys that do that sort of thing. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was part of the design of the time, and it sticks out like a sore thumb, this building. Makes a nice photograph though. Hey? See what else we can find. Something about an empty car park and quiet facilities and stores Just absolutely love. Don't know why. So at the other end of the shopping centre now, and you can see another underpass under a main road leading to the next village. There's some interesting graffiti in the subway there. Don't think it was done by the locals, I think it was done by the council. Please return your trolleys. I guess everyone just walks home with the shopping. Interesting. So yeah, to capture that one I did 3 frame bracketed exposures just to capture like a HDR, so I made sure I captured the bright colours of the graffiti and the outside space as well, so I didn't overblow the highlights. Interesting place though. So I found the car park, or part of the car park for the old council building. Somebody's destroyed the security box there, as you can see. Some trolleys and some broken glass sitting around, but from a photography point of view, just the thing I was wanting to capture today, and just shows you, I had a gut feeling today that I wanted to get some scenes like this, but I didn't feel like going to where I was going to go, but I came here and managed to get the scenes I wanted, so I'm really happy. So I talked to you a bit about the technique, settings and things for today. So I've got 3 lenses with me today. I've got a 50mm prime, and if you're starting out in photography I really recommend you get a 50mm. Even if it's on your on a DX format, on a crop sensor, the 50mm just gives you so many opportunities, and go for 1.4, 1.2, even 1.8, something like that. Gives you so many opportunities to shoot different lighting situations. The prime lens always makes sure that you get some sharp images, and ultimately it's probably one of the cheapest lenses you can get, certainly for my Nikon, and I've used it thousands and thousands of times. I've shot sports with it, I've even shot weddings with it before. I can't recommend it highly enough. So that was one of the ones I've used, and I've just used that one to take the images you've seen of the security hut there. Other lenses I've got a very bog standard 18 to 55 mil kind of crop sensor lens. Now I'm using it on a full frame format, but with the full frame format, just moving out of the way, I didn't realise there's a security guard pottering around with his yellow jacket on. Let's get out of his way. Yeah, the DX format, again, it's a really cheap lens and it's soft, and a lot of the images are unusable, except in the 24 to kind of 40mm range, and between kind of f7 and f11 those images are acceptable, and that's what I've been using it for today. It does go 18mm wide, but on the full frame sensor that I'm using, it starts to obviously see the dark around the edges where it just doesn't fill across the image sensor. A lot of the modern DSLRs have got a crop function, so they can detect if they're using a DX lens and then crop the sensor to the same size as a DX, so you get the same focal range. I actually find it better using the full frame still, and then just going in between kind of 24 and, as I said, 24 to 40 rather than the 18 to 55. Using that small bit in the middle ensures you get more image sharpness, there's less distortion, and you get less of the kind of vignetting around the edges. Yeah, so we're back to the car now. Oh, it's a lovely day, it's nice and warm now. Yeah, so I don't think I finished, did I? The security guard came kind of wandering towards us, so I made an exit from the last place we were at before he came around. But the third lens I brought with us today was the 80 to 200. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it too much, but I always bring it with me. It's a really useful lens, again, similar to the 50mm. You can use it for all sorts of things. Some people are surprised when you use it for landscape photography, but yeah, it's brilliant. I think I only took 2 images with it today. There was a fence round near the council offices, and I wanted to get a picture of the entrance, and it was quite far away, so I used the 80 to 200. Oh, what a lovely day. Really enjoyed it, actually. I hope you did as well. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, really helps us. And consider subscribing as well. This is another example of different things that I like to do I like to do interesting things, not the same old every time. But at least I try and keep it varied anyway. Yeah, I think the original plan was to go and take some kind of cityscapes, but this gave me a lot more kind of interest for me. I got really excited. Some of the architecture, the kind of 60s brutalist architecture, concrete slabs, lots of stairs, ramps, walkways, ideal for getting robbed and mugged, which I didn't think they considered at the time, but obviously which is a real threat now, and a lot of cities use these things and are gradually phasing them out. But I love the concept, as I said, of Washington, of all the small villages just outside, having lots of green space, but also accessible on foot to the town centre, and everything's in the town centre. So you've got the council offices, you've got the police station, you've got the medical centre, as I showed you, bus station, transport links to other towns, a big indoor shopping centre. I did have a walk up, I was going to show you. Those that live in Washington know that the galleries have been here for a long time, but it was quite early morning. As normal on my videos, I like to do early morning shoots, not many people around, so I walked behind a couple of people, but the security guard opened the door and it was only open for staff members. I did think about saying I was a staff member, but yeah, I'm not interested in getting into bother. It's more trouble than it's worth. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Been a fantastic day, and yeah, we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.